I found Magnum helicopters. For those of you that grew up in the 80s like I did, you'll know Magnum PI and TC's helicopter. It's quite unique. We happened to notice it flying all over the island. Didn't realize there were tours, so I found it. We booked it. I don't remember the exact price, but it was about $600 in the summer of 2022. A lot of money, but well worth it. Alright, while we get our engine started, let me tell you about a few other things that you need to know. When you get in the helicopter, they pretty much have you empty your pockets. No purses, no nothing. If you want to bring your cell phone, they sell this, at least in 2022, this $10 holder, which I thought was kind of crap. They could have just let you borrow it. They did let me borrow just a lanyard to hang my GoPro from, so that was kind of decent. It does get pretty chilly up there, so sweatshirts a must. You can see the wife holding that little cell phone holder that she had to purchase to bring her cell phone along. It is very important that everything is secured, because the last thing that you'd want to happen is drop something out of the helicopter and hit somebody, or God forbid, also jam the controls of the helicopter and we all go down in not such a pleasant way. And there's something else we learned, the shaka. How many of you know that story? Maybe I'll tell that in another video. Yep, we are both holding on for dear life here. Honestly, it wasn't that bad, but it did bounce quite a bit. It was a pretty windy day that day. Here, just off to my left and forward, you can see the Diamond Head crater.
Alright, up to 55 now, 6, and then after YY, on our Pacific to 22, Lanai. Any chance we could get, like, punch bowl departure right now? Just take some pictures of, like, me from my friend. That was not 450 Papa.
Yes, for Conductive Papa, looking at tower departure, they don't think we can accommodate that today.
I'll get it, thank you.
Good job, sir, as soon as they can, though. Maybe they'll get out while you're on your way.
No pressure, appreciate it, thank you, Papa. We are mounted here, take a little bit bump here. Coming in close to the mountain here, so this wind, this turbulence, we didn't like turbulence, turn over. On the left side is Diamond Head, and the one top of the Hawaiian landmark. Sorry, G, what's top of the height as well.
In this shot, you can see the Coco Railway Trail, which we did hike on the last day, just hours before we got on the airplane to come home. And bonus pro tip, it's something you can actually do for free. As we got into the light squalls and closer to the mountains, it really started to get bumpy. And no, that's not a trick of the camera. We didn't clear the tops of the mountains by a lot. It was pretty cool. The pilot's going to swing us around, but in that crevice down there, you can just barely see at the very bottom are two huge waterfalls. I guess this area was also used in the filming of Jurassic Park. Cool fun fact. And here again, the pilot's having fun. We're just skimming the treetops right here. Just a little whoops right there at the end to clear the mountaintop. The actual air part of the tour was approximately 45 minutes. Here we are overflying Pearl Harbor. It was kind of sobering knowing we pretty much flew in the exact same flight path as the Japanese did on December 7th. Right there in the center, that is the final resting place of the USS Utah. Here you can see USS Arizona and USS Missouri moored at Battleship Row. If you're an NFL fan, here's the stadium where they used to have the Hall of Fame game back in the day. I thought this was kind of a cool shot overflying the Honolulu International Airport. You get to see it in a different way, and that's where most all of us come into the state when we come to visit. We're getting ready to come into our landing spot, and I think where I was at, seat number 3 is the best seat. Here the pilot warned us he was getting ready to bank pretty hard, and as he did, he was going whee! So not only was he earning a living, but he was having fun at the same time. It was a great experience. They do have air sickness bags in case you get air sick, but nobody on our flight had any kind of issues. It was a pretty rocky, bumpy day. They have TC's vans sitting outside too that you get to go out and look at. Also on the inside is a Ferrari just like what Tom Selleck drove in the original series back in the 80s. If you would, please give us a thumbs up. Hope you like this video, and we'll see you in the next one.